So I think the best part about our KU residency program is that we have this culture of not only knowing a person as who they are as a clinician, but also valuing them as a human being. We really know that people who are successful at work are equally successful outside of work. And so it's so important to us to make sure that they're positioned for success, being who they are as a human, whatever role that they play, and making sure that that's supported here in the clinical environment. So that merriment of both of those things is what we value in this program. And I think our residents support one another to be successful in all parts of their life. And that's what I love about being here.
Hey guys, welcome to KU Internal Medicine. We're so glad to have you. We wish we could have you in person, show you around the hospital, but let's take some time to talk with the other chiefs about what makes KU so great.
To start off, we just want to give you a brief introduction to the KU's campus as well as the residency program structure. The Kansas University Hospital is a 1,000-bed quaternary referral center that consistently ranks in multiple adult subspecialties. Due to its wide catchment area and the excellence of our generalists and subspecialists, KU brings in a high volume of patients with high complexity, which gives residents a great opportunity for education and experience.
Our campus is made up of many interconnected buildings, including the medical office building, where outpatient continuity clinics are hosted, Bell Hospital, where the medicine teams and medical ICU teams rotate, Heart Center, where residents can rotate in our cardiac ICU, and Cambridge Tower, where the oncology and hematology services are located.
At KU, our residency program is structured into a 3+1 schedule. Residents get 3 weeks of inpatient services, consults, or electives, followed by 1 week of outpatient clinic and didactics. Our residents receive a well-balanced education with this and predictable time off. In addition, residents get multiple benefits that make a big difference in their busy lives. Residents receive free parking in a covered parking garage. They receive $50 every 2 weeks for a meal stipend. They receive free coffee throughout the hospital, and they get multiple lunches at noon conferences throughout the week. At KU, this well-balanced experience with good education and an environment of excellent support gives residents the perfect environment to grow as individuals and physicians.
We rotate at both the University of Kansas Health System as well as the Kansas City VA. At KU, we have 3 general medicine teams. As a quaternary referral center, we take care of some of the most complex and sickest patients in the area. And here at KU, you will learn how to take care of and manage some of the zebra cases that you hear about in medical school. We also rotate on a primary oncology and a primary hematology service, which allows us to get an inside look at cancer care in the hospital. In addition to general medicine training, we also rotate in a medical ICU and a cardiac ICU. In our medical ICU, we learn how to manage critically ill patients, and you will get the opportunity to develop procedural skills and POCUS skills. In the cardiac ICU, you'll become adept at managing patients with ACS, arrhythmias, and cardiac devices. We also rotate through inpatient consult services, and we have every specialty of internal medicine available here at KU. All of our inpatient teams have a structure of 1 senior resident and 2 interns, which allows for graduated autonomy throughout your time here in residency. We cap at 16 patients per inpatient team, with 8 patients per maximum for each intern, which allows you to focus on providing the best care you can for your patients. During your time in residency, you'll become a well-rounded internist as well as get opportunity to focus on areas that you are interested in.
I want to take a little bit of time to talk to you about our outpatient training. From top to bottom, from faculty preceptor to anchor nurse to your fellow co-residents, our crew at KU is really passionate about caring for patients in the outpatient environment. We use a 3+1 system. This offers our residents the opportunity to focus for an entire week on training. We have a dedicated block for board prep as well as a dedicated block for clinic panel management. You spend 4 half days in your continuity continuity clinic. You're assigned one mentor that stays on with you for all 3 years. It's very apparent that our faculty mentors do more than just work as a physician. I feel like they really train you as a whole person. I think they just select a well-rounded group so that even if your faculty mentor doesn't specialize in an area that you're interested in, they can easily hook you up with a faculty mentor that has interests that align.
Here, you can expect to spend 30 to 35% of your residency training at this facility. It's a 157 acute care hospital located just 5 to 10 minutes away from our main university campus. Here we have 3 general internal medicine teams, along with a hem-onc flavored internal medicine team, a medical ICU team, and a cardiology team. Here we also have noon conference experiences doing POCUS sim, as well as a full simulation lab that you can do during your free time on wards or on consults. We also offer many consulting teams here, including GI, cardiology, nephrology, or ID, along with many others.
We have a strong didactic experience here at KU. Every weekday at the noon hour, we have protected time for noon conference. Conference is presented virtually and in person, so you can join from anywhere. Current conferences include chief resident conferences, resident-led case conferences, faculty lectures, patient safety, and diversity and inclusion. In addition to noon conference, we have a dedicated educational half-day, which occurs during our +1 week called Friday School. Friday School topics include simulations, lectures, discussions, and team building activities. We have a robust simulation curriculum in our state-of-the-art facility, Zeal. Simulation allows our residents to practice difficult clinical scenarios and procedures in a safe environment. Current simulations include tachy and bradyarrhythmia, a multi-part central line insertion training, multidisciplinary code blue training, hypotension, end of life, and unexpected outcomes. To expand their procedural experience, residents are able to join our longitudinal procedure track, which occurs during their +1 week. As part of the track, residents can rotate in the cardiac catheterization lab, general internal medicine procedure clinic with interventional radiology, IV therapy, and pulmonary procedures.
If you want to live downtown where things are happening, there's great apartments and living facilities down there. If you want to spread out in the suburbs with your family or have a little bit more space, there's options there as well. If you're a sports fan like myself, we have 3 professional teams that have great environments and are really fun to go and tailgate and spend a day there. There's tons of different districts. You know, you have downtown where there's lots of bars and restaurants and shops. There's a cool district called the Crossroads with breweries, different coffee shops and restaurants. And then as you move further down south, there's still a lot of great restaurants. And how could you forget the barbecue here in KC? For those that like to get outdoors, there's tons of good family-friendly parks. A notable one includes Luce Park, which has a beautiful rose garden. If you're a big shopper, the Plaza District has tons of good outlets and stores. For those that are into the arts, there's tons of great exhibits that come through the Nelson Atkins Museum every year. The Kaufman Performing Arts Center has tons of live music that comes through as well. Kansas City, to me, is really great because there's really options for whatever you want to make it.
The one thing that if you ask anyone here, even all of our residents, they would say that the people here are great. And then that has been my experience through the last 3 years. I think there's always someone to reach out to if you have questions or concerns. And there's so much collegiality all through the years with all our rotations. We get so much support. And I think that's kind of the biggest thing that got me through.
In our medical ICU, you will learn how to manage critically care. Sorry. I feel like I'm not breathing.
I don't know. Go ahead. I feel like I'm like awkwardly standing here. We're in a tornado!
Welcome to clinic. This is weird.
What am I trying to say?
Why can I not say that sentence? I cannot say that sentence right.
This looks pretty good, right?
Sorry, I stopped.